Hello and welcome to All Tower Media and One Shot Initiative. We're starting a new game, new visuals, which will probably all change by the next session. and we are going to be playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I'm going to be your DM. My name is Josh. You guys also know me as Solaris here on the channel. I am joined by my forever co-host, my computer, as well as Matt. He
does this every time.
I got my my buddy Matt here, and then I got my other buddy Luke. He's going to be joining us for this game as well, and Hannah will be joining us. You guys know her from various Matt TikToks and her beautiful drawings of Matt.
Oh, if you haven't seen it, you got to make your way over to my Reddit page.
Yeah, go to Matt's Reddit page, r/Opacian.
Which I didn't know existed until they told me it existed.
Hannah works nights and weekends, so sometimes nudging her takes a lot more than just a nudging. So hopefully she'll be joining us. If not, she'll definitely catch us for next session. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce your guys' characters? Matt, we'll start with you. And just give us a light description, the name, and tell us one little nugget about your D&D, like, career, if you will. I don't know what word to use. Like, one of your favorite D&D stories. Yeah. Keep
favorite D&D?
Like, something brief. Like, just a quick little...
I like how he backpedaled so hard from that. Because he was like, tell a story. And I'm like, oh, okay.
We would be here all night.
Let's see. I've been playing since I was a kid. Started with our other good friend, Adam, for All Tower Media. He was my forever DM forever ago. And I've been playing for a very, very long time. I started back in, just after second edition wrapped up. We were right there at third edition. So it was about third ed that I got started into D&D. Feels like it was longer than that, but nevertheless, my character's name is Manx. I can't seem to pull up my character sheet to be able to give you some more information about them off the specifics. But as far as like the details go, he is a Tabaxian. Is that how you say that?
Tabaxi.
Tabaxian. Okay.
Tabaxi. Not and.
Tabaxi. Oh, I don't know why. Well, I'm trying to say it like, I'm not Florida man. I would be like
you can open it now.
He's from Tabaxian.
Yeah, or something like that. Anyway, I'm trying to.
You should be able to open it now.
I'm trying to add that little at the end of it or whatever, right? Like I'm from a small town called Fordland, but I'm not like I'm Fordland person. I'm like a Fordlandian. Anyway, one of those type of things. But yeah, my character is a priest, so I'll be playing our group's cleric.
Awesome.
It'll be interesting.
Awesome. Luke, go ahead and tell us about your character, and I will be right back.
My name's Luke. I'm playing Valentius Aramaeus Cole. He's a half elf, half high elf sorcerer, draconic bloodline sorcerer. And I've been playing D&D for, I want to say maybe like 5 years now. Kind of DMing, getting to be a PC a little bit, back and forth. I enjoy both sides of it a lot, but I'm excited for this game.
It's gonna be a good one.
I'm very excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited about it. Let's see. Wanna bring that down just a little bit. Okay. So, and like I said, I'm in your DM, Josh. I have been playing since just before third edition. I played a little bit of good old Thaco edition.
Dude, man, I missed that.
A totally different game. But I played a lot of
if I can touch you, I can negate your armor.
Which makes kind of sense, but anyway.
Does it?
So I played heavily in 3 and 3.5. I missed the lovely era of 4.0. I can't even say that with a straight face. Came back into 5th. And now, surprisingly, as much as I hated it, starting to dabble with Pathfinder. Also, for those of you who end up watching this now or later, One Shot Initiative, we are also going to be doing, in addition to this kind of mini campaign, we'll be doing a lot of one-shots of various systems. and I'm very excited about that as well.
Oh, most definitely.
We're just going to be playing all of the games, and hopefully rotating DMs and all kinds of fun stuff. So today, though, we are starting our Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, and yeah, let's have some whimsical fun. And now, one thing that you guys had in the Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign is you had some animated spell effects and auto damage and stuff like that. Because this campaign is not a whole lot of combat, I haven't added those add-ons in. I may add them in the future, so we will have to manually calculate damage and stuff like that. Auto roll DCs, that stuff's not added in yet.
How am I not seeing my character sheet?
I added you
log,
to it.
Combat tracker, actor directory.
Yep. And then click the PCs
There we
folder.
go.
There you go.
Got it. All right.
Luke,
Feeling
were
more
you able to
confident
find
now.
your character?
Yes.
Did everything port over properly?
That
It
looks right.
looks like it did.
It does look that way.
I'm gonna go with yes. Everything looks good. Now, if you guys remember anything that you want on the main attribute page from your either spell book or your inventory, like your attacks, or any features that you want to quickly reference, you can always click on it and hit right click rather and hit add favorite, and it'll move it to the first tab of your character sheet. I'll leave that up to you to decide what you want access to. But let's go ahead and bring everyone over to the Witchlight. So you guys had, in the past, 8 years ago, had attended the Witchlight Carnival. It had come to Exandria, just outside of, oh man, my brain, derp.
I've got a black screen.
It should load for you here shortly.
I mean, I see it over there on the mini, but I'm not seeing it on mine.
Did
Same. It's loading.
it's
Looks
loading?
like.
Maybe.
It's should load here in just a second.
Fair enough.
Hopefully. If not, we're gonna have a lot of problems.
I mean, I just see your guys' cursors floating around in the blackness of the void.
Oh, fair. You see cursors?
Yeah, I can see your
I don't even
cursors.
see that.
I see one floating across the middle of the screen, and there's one almost at the very top in the middle. Somebody's shaking their mouse right there in the very middle of the screen.
No.
I can just see really tiny little cursors.
Well, that's no fun. We need it to load. Well, I can try loading it again, I guess.
I mean, it's clearly populating on yours.
Well, yeah.
Right. I mean, I can see it. If I look at,
Yeah, if I look at I can see like a little itty bitty version of it.
Hold on, my brain is not wanting to work right now, and sorry, I also just woke up like an hour ago, and I'm trying to do all of the things at once, so this is riveting content.
Well, this is what you get live
with an all tower stream.
Yeah. Well, literally any live all tower stream, yeah.
So, like I said, you guys had visited the Witchlight Carnival 8 years ago and had snuck in versus buying a ticket. Something happened during that time that you spent at the carnival. You had a lot of fun, though you vaguely remember much of that. There's something about that event that just escapes your memory. So have you guys thought about why you would have snuck in?
Oh, I know exactly why my character snuck in.
Okay. Why did you sneak in 8 years ago?
Well, my character was heavy emphasis on a very nice and caring and compassionate individual. He would never to just maliciously sneak into an event like this.
Right.
However, he was completely poor, and a young child was outside of the carnival trying to get into the carnival, wasn't being allowed in by the people at the gates because reasons I don't know. All I know is that they weren't being allowed in. They claimed that their family was inside, and I helped the kid get into the carnival and then found his family. That he was supposed to have been there, but he was paid for, so his was a separate issue altogether. But because I smuggled him inside, I didn't pay to get him in because I couldn't pay for him and I to get in to begin with.
Ah, okay. All right. That's a virtuous reason. Yet you still snuck in.
Exactly.
Valentis.
Valentius
Valentius. You got to add that.
or Valen. Valen
Valen.
is fine.
Why did your character sneak in?
I don't think he. I mean, okay. So I didn't know that that's what happened, and he wouldn't remember.
Okay.
So if I need to come up with something right now,
No, you don't need to. If he doesn't remember, then
Okay.
that's completely fine. That's something we can discover along the way, and
Cool.
I'm completely fine with that. But let's see. I really want to pop out mod.
Gross.
Gross.
I add gross to the end of nearly everything. You know this about me.
Yeah, it won't let me pop this out, and I really wish it would.
Gross.
So I am normally more prepared.
I was really hoping that would work.
What's that?
Oh, I just refreshed the
It
Forge.
still hasn't loaded it for you guys?
Nope.
I even preloaded it so it would load faster. I'm going to try something here real quick. We're going to go back to the landing page. Take you guys back.
Reminds me of them combing the
see
desert
that.
where he's like, we ain't seen shit.
Give that quick a second, and then we're going to go ahead and try to...
I mean, I see this screen, and I can see
Yep,
your cursor
I do
floating
too.
around on this screen.
All right, so let's try this again.
Turn blue. You don't
Not
own any
own-
tokens.
With vision, we can't see it because we don't. Have,
There was a warning that popped up that time. I didn't
Yep.
see it the first time.
Hey,
There, I
look,
see
there
it.
it is.
look at that.
Look, there's a ticket booth on the big top in the Hall of Illusions.
Yep.
Bubble pop.
I see everything.
Bubble pop, teapot. Ooh.
I still don't see your guys' cursors though.
You don't?
No, it's strange.
They're like a pixel. Like I
Yeah.
can just see a single
They're
pixel.
not very
floating around
big
on it.
I'm
because
hanging-
the
I'm
scale
by
of
the
this...
teapot.
There's somebody on top of the bubble pot teapot right now.
That's me. Oh, I see you.
There's two
Now
of
I
them.
see you.
There's two of them on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the scale of this map is so
Oh,
large.
okay.
Just because that's how they decided to do it, and I'm not sure entirely why. So, you know.
How's that feel, Josh? You like that? You like that, Josh? You like that?
Oh, I'm like,
He's
where's-
rubbing his on yours.
rub it. Just
And if that
rub
doesn't
it.
get clipped out as an audio bit, I don't know what I don't know what we're doing with our lives. We need an audience member that is dedicated to just like flagging times, so this way we can crop sounds on things.
So,
They just tune into all of our streams. They tune into Josh losing his mind, nearly having a stroke on most of his games.
oh my god, last night I really wish people would go back and watch our stream from last night, but not watch the video. Just listen to us.
just listen to the dialogue between Josh and I trying to solve. Well, were we recording at that point?
No, I don't think not during there was an area where we were both trying to figure things out, and it was just
We were playing two separate games. Josh is playing Sims, and I was playing a game called The Witness, right? And so I'm over here going, Jesus Christ, why can't I solve this freaking puzzle? I'm like, it's going two different directions. And he's over here going, why are you getting naked? Why are you getting naked and going to the pool? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just use the bathroom downstairs.
That's Jimmy.
That's amazing.
All right.
That's awesome.
Here we go. The traveling extravaganza known as the Witchlight Carnival visits your world once every 8 years. And 8 years ago, it was outside of Zadash. And it has now returned. You have a dim memory of sneaking into the carnival without paying for a ticket. That memory has grown foggy over time, though it still conjures a weird admixture of emotions, wonder, and awe, mixed with loss and regret. During this visit, your character lost something. You tried to find it, but the carnival owners, a pair of elves named Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, were decidedly unhelpful. Silly little screeching cricket, said Witch, for you forgot to buy a ticket. The carnival goes round and round, said Light. The multiverse is our playground. Nothing's free and nothing's lost. Every visit has a cost. As time passed, your heart became less heavy, and you gave less and less thought to those events. Now, for reasons you can't explain, the longing to retrieve that which you have lost has resurfaced, as though an old spell has faded away, allowing you to feel the loss as sharply as it happened yesterday. The Witchlight Carnival has returned, and you find yourself standing near a ticket booth by the entrance at twilight, just as the carnival is about to open. There you meet others who look who looks as troubled as you. Without knowing why or how, you sense that each of you has lost something as well. Perhaps fate has brought you together. And the two of you are kind of standing awkwardly near each other. And like I said, you have just this innate sense that you are both here for the same reason.
I give a quick little character description so you know what you're looking at, but you basically see a roughly 6 foot tall half elf.
That.
What?
Not that.
Not that.
No, definitely not. If you know Arno Dorian from Assassin's Creed Unity, that's kind of how he's dressed and looks. But just looks very well put together. Yeah, very handsome. He's got kind of like the nice scruffy beard going on, blue eyes, dark hair. And yeah, that's Valen.
Is that Assassin's Creed Unity?
Yes, Arno Dorian. He's the main character. And then I posted the character art too that I made on Hero Forge.
Right.
That will get added probably in my
Mine,
next session.
I would go over here and grab the kitten because it's a pretty good rendition of like what my character looks like. I am
A terrifying
hairless-
beast that's not considered a cat.
I am a hairless cat. I'm a bipedal hairless cat.
Oh, are you hairless? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's part of why. Whenever he was making the 3D renderings, like the shape of the head was just so wrong. I'm like, nope, it looks like a furry cosplayer, like trying. It just looks, it's just wrong. And I don't think there's a way to fix it.
Is he intentionally hairless? Does he shave every day?
No. That's just like
Or he's just a hairless tabaxi.
he's just a hairless tabaxian, yeah.
All right.
In robes.
So you guys, like I said, do you guys speak to one another? Are you guys going to talk to each other?
Hello.
No, I don't think that we will. No, I just
Yeah.
we're just gonna run
be
just two
awkward.
separate campaigns side by side.
Just a slight nod, maybe a wink and a kiss, and then you just move off into the night.
Yeah. Okay. That works.
No dialogue. Okay. I acknowledge the fact that I have like a feeling, and it might be noteworthy here shortly to be able to recognize that, like there's some type of like vibe going on there. But there's nothing to like strike up a conversation over. Be like, oh, did you feel that? Like that feels like a cheesy pickup line, right? Like if I was
Right.
wandering around at like Walmart and I looked over at some person and I'm like, feel like I'm here for the same reason as them. I'm not going to go talk to them about that.
That's fair.
You're getting milk too? Is that
Yeah, right? No way.
So weird.
I feel like we're connecting. You want to get lunch? You know what? Screw it. That's how I'm asking the next woman I meet out.
That's not going to be.
So I will just like, I will kind of, so we're near a ticket booth, correct?
Yes.
So I'll just like kind of in passing, I'll just acknowledge the hairless cat person
Just
and
one of
just
those
move
little,
ahead to the ticket booth.
hey, yep. Acknowledgement, head nod.
Yep.
Chin up, head down,
Okay.
finger, whatever. Yeah.
So you approach the ticket booth. You see a silver statue of a dancing fairy mounted on top. The ticket booth is surrounded by fluttering butterflies, possibly an illusion, maybe real. They look, I don't know how you would describe magical, but they don't look natural, but they're definitely butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. An elderly goblin, as you've seen in the photo, perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out, "Greetings, fairgoers. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hola.
What can I do for ye?"
I'll take one ticket, please.
"One ticket. And he kind of keeps looking at you. 8 silver pieces."
8
But
silver? Oh,
he kind of looks at you a little more and then extends the spyglass to almost directly into your face.
just kind of recoil,
Yeah.
just ever so slightly.
Are you the one that goes by Valen?
I am, but how do you know that?
He reaches down and he like almost completely disappears from sight because his window is at about eye level to you. And he just is gone. And you hear rummaging around, boxes, papers fly up. And then like you see a fairy get thrown into the wall of the ticket booth, flips off the goblin and flies away. And just you hear just it's like just a chaos below this ticket booth. He comes back up with a box. He opens it and flips through. It's like a card catalog. He reaches in and hands you a ticket. "This is for you."
Thank you. Can I ask who's this from?
No.
No.
Very well. Here's the 8 silver, and I'll hand out a gold piece.
No, it's paid for. You don't need to pay. This was comped for you specifically.
Thank you.
And then he kind of looks at you, Manx, and that eyeglass extends past Valen right up into your face. Then it kind of shoots back. "Well,
You're not really one for personal space, are you?
what is that?"
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And I'll start to just step off to the side.
"You," and he points at you, Max. "Please approach. You, wow. You're something. Your name is Manx, correct?"
Yeah, you're something too.
He hands you a ticket as well.
Thank you.
Have either of you seen a fair lass? Hair like the snow, eyes of different colors.
Haven't made it inside yet to see the
Out
the fair.
here. She's not come through the gate yet.
No.
I'm not working the gate. I don't know.
You somehow know her as well?
I imagine you'll be seeing her at some point, but you two feel free to enter.
I'm just gonna walk inside.
I look at this tabaxi person and I'm like, have you been here before?
Yeah. Haven't you?
No. I don't know how he knows me.
I've been here before. I'll wander inside now.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go inside as well.
I would like both of you to make a perception check, please.
Oh, yeah. Not with real dice.
I mean, at advantage.
No. 17. All right.
Perception. Normal.
Oh, you got robbed.
Oh.
As you're entering through the gates, kind of you see off to the left there, the ticket booth, there's kind of like that little building with the crowned stars and moons and stuff. Just it would be below the ticket booth, but perspective wise entering, it'd be to the left of it. They're like,
Yep.
Yeah.
You see kind of coming out from underneath some of the tent fabric, you see 4 children kind of look around and then dart into the carnival.
Tenacious little scamps.
Clearly sneaking into the carnival.
Yes, they are.
You see two males. One is a dwarven boy. Another is a
Probably well into his 60s at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. And a half elven boy. And you see an elven girl and a tabaxi girl.
So they're all like 60, except for the tabaxi.
They're still children. Like the equivalent of about 8 or 9, we'll say.
Okay.
Whatever their ages may actually be, they're tenacious little scamps. Go
They are tenacious little scamps.
bolting off into the carnival.
I see no reason why that's my concern.
Oh, I never said it was. Just saying that it's a thing.
I'm aware. I'm just, and I know this is like the quote unquote hated thing for like a player to say, but like that is my character.
No, you're good. You're good.
So far, everything I've said has been specifically within the realm of like my character. I don't know. I'm gonna go inside now.
All right, that's fine. And like I said, Valen, you didn't see that. It was just
I did not see that.
no. So you guys are also given with your ticket this map of the carnival. So you guys kind of know where certain things are.
Well, since we somehow both had tickets waiting for us, do you want to, check the place out together? It seems kind of fishy to me that we had tickets waiting for us, and maybe
Sure. I mean,
that's a problem.
I can see usefulness in having another person with me.
So where would you guys like to explore first?
I have learned through the course of my long travels, the first thing you should do every time you've arrived anywhere new is find where you get something to eat.
Could eat. That sounds good.
Okay.
At least know where the food is. Let's go check that out.
One of the areas that there's actually multiple areas where you can get food. One of them is directly
I see there's a
ahead.
thing that says feasting orchard.
Yep.
There is a feasting orchard. There is also just ahead of you, kind of like a midway. which has some food as well.
I think the best thing to do
where the
from
bananas at?
from the ticket booth, between here and the feasting orchard is a place I need to stop and check out. I don't know if it's like too much of a bother for you, but I want to check out the lost property.
That's fair enough for me. I'm good to head that way.
All right. So you guys head on over to the lost property area. And outside the lost property wagon is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings. Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses, not roundhouses, two boys.
Yeah.
Roughhouses with two young boys. One boy squeals, "Again, Dearla, again," while the other hangs onto the creature's neck. And so I will show this to you. This is kind of what you're seeing.
Ooh,
It is
hello.
a displacer.
Cool. With butterfly wings attached to its.
Yep. And you can
That's
clearly
cool.
see they're kind of strapped onto some sort of, they're fake, but they're, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you approach and she actually looks at you and goes, "Oh, good evening. Is there something I can..." "Stop it!" One boy was like yanking on its ear. "Is there anything I can do for you?"
Yeah, I think I lost something here last time I was around, and I was wanting to see if perhaps I could find that.
"Well, let's see." She actually has a little box next to her. She starts digging through it. Is there anything in particular that you lost?
Great question. I don't really know what it is that I lost. I just I don't know that I lost something.
Well, I will caution you that some things that go missing are never found again. But
That's true, but it's always worth a search.
take a look. She starts digging through and looking around, and then one of the boys comes over and looks and goes, "What you looking for, Dearla?" "Oh, this young feline here has lost something." And he goes, "What if it's this?" And he pulls out a sword out of a very small box. Instantly, it lights on fire, and he goes running off into the carnival.
Oh, well, that happens.
She goes, "Vero, stop!"
Should I go after him?
Please, I can't leave this other child. Their parents are supposed to be coming to pick them up. Could you possibly try to hunt him down, or at least if you see him while you're in the carnival, bring him back, please?
Yes.
That would be fantastic. She pulls
Considering
out.
the flaming sword, should I go now?
I mean, boys will be boys.
You seem kind of indifferent. We'll just table it for now.
I mean, how much trouble could he get into with a flaming sword, really?
Probably a lot. But if you're not concerned about it so much, I suppose I don't need to be.
Exactly. My sentiments, exactly. Anything in that box that might be mine?
She continues looking. She pulls out a small pink doll. Was it this?
No, I don't think so.
Was it... She pulls out a deck of playing cards that are completely blank.
No.
No? Well, looks like I don't have any give-a-fucks in here, so...
That's fair. Cool. I'm gonna...
She doesn't say that. I know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
No, she goes, I don't think I have what you need in here.
Fair. That's fair. I'm gonna go find something to eat then.
Oh, fair. I suggest there are some fantastic things on the Midway. And there is an orchard that is delightful.
It's good to know we were making our way towards the orchard.
All right. Well, Also, my child, Star, my cub has wandered off somewhere. Again, if you happen to, there's children all over this carnival that just seem to go missing. If you could direct her back here, that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you. You two have a fabulous time at the carnival. Oh,
Thank you.
one last thing. If you happen to see Mr. Witch or Mr. Light, I would steer clear. They seem to be a bit on edge. Take that
Okay.
for what you will.
Who are these people exactly?
They are the ones that run the carnival. They're normally very jovial and interact with the guests, but lately they've been, as I say, on edge.
Do you have a description of these people so I know who to watch out for?
Yes, Mr. Witch is very large, heavy-set elf, dark complected, while Mr. Light, very thin, almost thin as a rail, very tall, very light complected elves.
Okay, thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You as well.
Thank you. God, stop! And she flicks a tentacle out at the other boy, and he just falls on his face, prone. Just paralyzed him.
He's gonna be okay.
Oh, he's fine. He'll wake up in about an hour.
Okay.
So,
Turn around and walk out.
all right. So now where would you guys like to attend?
Still heading towards food. Do we want to double back around to the midway, or do we want to go on over to the feasting orchard?
Let's go to the orchard. Which way did this kid run off with the sword?
He actually
Yeah.
ran off towards the midway, as a matter of fact. It
I
was
feel like things are driving us back towards the midway.
no, not necessarily. You're free to go wherever you want. Just he did happen that was the closest area to get lost in coverage. So it's up to you.
Do you want to find the flaming kid?
I wouldn't mind keeping an eye out for him. Just a flaming sword in this type of environment doesn't seem good.
Sure. We can go back.
So we'll head toward the midway.
All right. You see a couple.
Are there a bunch of other people around?
Oh, there's tons of people in here.
Okay.
People
Okay.
from all over Exandria. Matter of fact, you're seeing people wearing typically things that are dressed in Marquesian outfits. You're seeing Taldore style apparel. You even think you see a couple of clerics all the way from the holy city of that one. I know you know which city I'm talking about. At the conclusion of campaign 1, it's like it starts with a V. It's like the
Vasselheim?
Vasselheim. You see a couple of clerics from Vasselheim. So I mean, people from all over Exandria are here. And as you approach the midway area here, you do at the end there where it says Calliope, you do see a man and a small monkey. They're playing on a grinder organ. And you see various foods here in the midway.
I'm glad you said that word. For a moment there, I thought it said catapult.
Calliope.
I could do this for you, or you could do it as well. Just scroll your wheel and it'll zoom in. If you want to get a little closer.
Okay.
So
Now I can really see your dots floating around.
if you guys are taking a look for food, you can more or less.
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
You see food. You also see a couple of like carnival games here. You see like a ring toss and a catch the dragon by the tail, and you also see a couple of gnomes that appear to be in a poetry contest.
Speaking poetry.
And then you've got some food, some interesting looking like it almost looks like popcorn, but very shiny. some cotton candy that looks black and kind of dense, and then some sort of apple or some sort of fruit of a large size that has been dipped in some material.
Interesting.
You said a fruit?
Yeah, you're not sure. It looks
Okay.
apple shaped, but you're not quite sure if it is an apple.
I'm gonna pop up there and find out about this apple.
All right. Hello. And there's a
Hi.
half elf there. What can I interest you in?
One of those. What are those?
Oh, these are candied gerbobs.
What is that?
Where are we? Exandria. It'd be like if an apple mated with a pear.
Okay. Are they sweet?
Yes, very.
Okay. How much?
I'll a silver piece.
Sold.
Huh?
Sold.
Oh, there you go. He hands you one.
All right. How do I deduct finances?
You should just be able to go to your inventory and change
Flip a gold piece at you.
a whole gold.
Well, I'm getting change back, right?
Oh, yes, he hands you 9 silver pieces back.
Silver drops me down to
You said there was black cotton candy.
Yes.
odd exchange rate.
Could you tell me the flavor of this, please?
There's a dwarf that goes, "Oh yeah, it's made from mushrooms and intertwined with the sweetness of love."
What else do you have?
Well, I just sell the cotton candy, but there's more food over there. There's the
Thank you for your time.
there's the gerbobs there, and then the weird kind of popcorn looking stuff that's really shiny.
I'll go for the popcorn.
Okay. He basically explains to you it's basically just popcorn that's made to look. He has this is like the one carny who either has done this way too long or just gives no shit. He's like, yeah, it's just popcorn, and we make it look cool so we can charge more for it.
Well, you just told
Because-
me that you charge more for it because it looks cool. So what's the normal price?
I mean, the normal price is the normal price. It's 1 silver a bag. I mean, it is what it is, man. The light and witch and light set the prices, man. I'm just here to do a job. You want popcorn or not, man?
Please.
There you
I'll
go.
hand him a gold piece.
He kind of overstuffs it for you in kind of like compensation. There you go.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. And it's kind of like, it's almost like kettle corn. It's kind of
Nice.
has kind of that sweet tang to it as you eat it, kind of that sweet and salty. And it's, it's all the carnival colors. It's like bright blue and pink and, all, festive looking, but it's just kettle corn.
So I'm gonna be eating my little fruit snack thing here, and then as he's paying for his stuff, I'm gonna look at the dude serving him and be like, "Hey, have you seen some little asshole running around with a flaming sword?"
No.
No,
Do I believe
well, not
that?
literally an asshole. He's a kid that has a sword that's on fire.
Oh, well, yes, I have seen a kid with a sword. I haven't seen no flaming assholes. Not since we had tacos in the Plain of Dis.
All right, where'd the kid go?
He ran that way, and he kind of points towards I guess it'd be the direction of Calliope, kind of up, because the other way would be out, of the carnival. So kind of this general direction. You're kind of over here by the banana.
So we were over here near the lost property.
Yeah.
He came this direction.
Yep. Well, he ran
They
past the
could see
pumpkin.
him.
He ran past
Oh,
the
he went around
pumpkin.
this side.
Yeah, and then ran up.
Oh, okay, that tracks.
Because
Okay.
if you look at the steps, he would have had to run out of the thing and then up this way.
I mean, it depends on what side. Like, if we didn't cut through this way to go towards the orchard, if we came up and around this direction,
Right.
they would be over here to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then the movement would be weird. But if we came through this way, that makes more sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then let's continue to track that direction.
Sounds good.
Valen, make a
Yes.
perception check for me, please.
Sure. I keep wanting to grab for my actual dice every time. Be nice to me.
Oh.
Nasty.
I said nice to me.
Okay,
Be nice.
so
You should change your dice.
in
Yeah, right.
in the future, I want to see if this works. When you click roll, does it give you the option to do a GM roll?
Let me look. Let's excuse me. Roll mode, public,
Yeah.
private GM, blind GM, self roll.
Do a blind GM perception roll for me. We're gonna trash that one because I'm gonna start doing some of these perception sets as blind GM. So you shouldn't have seen anything, right?
Me?
Well,
I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see anything there.
okay. So this is where you can't be looking at my screen. All right. So, Valen, kind of, do you see over like it'd be above the banana, kind of those red plants?
Yeah.
And then there's that like weird little mushroom tower looking thing right behind him.
Yeah.
Kind of hanging off of the top of it is this weird green skinned, small, almost looks like a child with very large eyes. You would almost attribute it to like frog like. And as soon as you
Okay.
make eye contact, it ducks behind the tower and disappears.
I want to run, kind of jog over to that spot.
While you're doing that, I also want you to make a straight wisdom roll for me. Blind GM.
Blind GM wisdom roll.
I'm going to be trying to do some more of those blind rolls.
Ability check. Blind GM roll.
Mm-hmm.
Normal. Okay.
Okay.
So I should not see my roll either, right?
No, you
It's
shouldn't.
just you.
Yep.
Okay.
So you run around to that other side, kind of to the other midway over here to the, we'll say the north side of that little red tower, in that
Mhm.
lane right behind it. You don't see this creature anymore, whatever it was.
Well, that was strange. Did you see this little like green kid thing?
No. I'm looking for your flaming sword kid. Like, how many kids are you trying to keep track of?
Oh, they're just up on top of that building. I just thought that was kind of everything here seems just
Hold on.
weird.
You saw a kid on top of a building
That one.
and then he disappeared.
Well, he ducked behind the roof. There's no evidence.
Did you ask what was in the popcorn?
I mean, they said it was popcorn. They said it was just fancy looking popcorn.
Okay, well, let's keep looking for the kid with the sword.
All right. So since you're kind of standing near the calliope, you hear a merry tune spilling forth from the organ grinder instrument, and it's a brightly painted wagon. You see a monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons, turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you and rattles a tin cup. That's a tin cup.
I'll take your word for it.
What's in the cup?
You see, actually, you see buttons in the cup.
No thanks, I don't need any, and I'm going to continue to walk on.
The goblin just kind of tilts his head, and then the monkey raises his head and goes, "Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to these. I offer nothing in its place besides a smile on my face."
I kind of look over my
Thank you.
Yeah, I kind of look over my attire, and I don't have any spare buttons.
The goblin goes, and then runs away. Not the monkey, the goblin. The goblin's the one that, or the monkey's the one that said the poem.
Right. It's inverted. Their
Yep.
brains are swapped. No, we're gonna keep moving now.
I think I'm ready to leave.
No,
You
sir. Don't like it.
make you can make open perception checks for me, both of you.
Better.
All right, both of
Oh,
you.
I bumped him.
Both of you happen to see oh Jesus, let's see if Hannah texts us. Both of you happen to see the child with the flaming sword right here. You see that little ping?
Yep.
Talking to a walking tree.
I am Groot. I suppose we should move to there.
Yes.
All right.
And as I walk up, I will say, "Excuse me, young man.
Huh?
You ran off with that sword. I believe belongs to someone else, and I think you should return it to that nice cat thing."
I think you should eat a booger.
Excuse me. It's not very polite.
Can I catch this kid by the ear?
You want to box his ears and just grab him?
I just want to like grab him by the ear, or flick him in the ear.
Yeah, make a just a straight dex roll. And we'll add your just straight dex roll.
Okay. I managed that. Ability check.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get? 13? Yeah. You reach over there and you grab it or flick him.
Just flick, just hard, just whap.
All right. You pop him and he goes, "Ow!
Yeah.
You're a jerk."
Stop being You're being a jerk too.
Here, I don't want it. Take it. And he throws it at the ground and runs off.
There you go. Problem solved. I pick the sword up and give it to him.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a large smile spread on the face of the walking tree. He just kind of nods, and then he reaches over the top of you, shakes his hand, and little seedlings start coming to the ground. And you see other kids trying to grab at these seedlings. And he kind of gestures for you guys to grab one.
All right.
I'll take one.
And
What are these?
a squirrel in his branches runs down that arm and goes, "Grab one, you nuts."
Got it.
What are they?
So make a DC check for me.
They're a gift.
Make a what type of check am I making?
DC. I'm sorry, a dexterity. I said DC, but a dexterity.
This is just a normal ability
Yep.
check, Dex.
Yep.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. Both of you reach
Go
up
on,
and
Tins.
are able to snatch one out of the air before it touches the ground. And as soon as you grab it, I would normally roll this, but I want you guys to roll it. Give me just a D8 roll, and you can do that down at the bottom of the chat box. You can just click on the D8, hit the plus button to add one.
It's this one. Oops.
Actually, if
This.
you just click D8, it should just add a
There
one
we go.
D8 and hit click roll. Matt, you got an 8. Luke, you got a 6. Okay. All right. Luke, as you reach up and grab yours, the seed instantly turns into a gold piece.
Wow. That's a neat trick.
Magic.
magic. And then Matt, you feel as if you just gained some sort of boost to your abilities.
Inspiration.
You basically you get a D8 to add to any ability roll until the
How do I note that?
until the sunrise. You just gotta remember. Gotta remember, Jimmy. You can note it in your journal or just jot down somewhere. Basically, until the sunrise, you can add 1d8 to any ability check.
Nice.
It's kind of like bardic inspiration, kind of.
That's weird. Yours didn't do anything. Mine turned into a gold piece.
It feels like it did something. You ready to go?
Sure.
It's like, I feel as if something happened.
Feel it in my loins. So you gonna do some of that sword, or like what are you doing?
I just think we should probably take it back, right?
I mean, I guess. Like it could be useful, so I mean we could keep it.
Do you want it? I don't really use swords all that much.
Well, no, I don't need it at all. You just made a big stink about wanting to like find the kid with the sword. I figured you wanted the sword.
I think that we should return property that's been stolen.
I mean, I guess so.
And also, prevent, like a massive fire from raging throughout the carnival.
What would cause that?
I just kind of chuckle.
No,
And
really, what would cause that? And then like I can just picture him walking away as I'm asking this question.
Yeah. I just kind of look at you like, really?
As
And
a
just,
note,
like,
though,
start
when
walking.
the sword hit the ground, the fire did go out.
So
Well,
it's not even burning right now.
Like, so I saw him take it out, right?
Yes.
And he made it light up. I do that motion that he did as he pulls it out. Like, I'm just gonna see if that's how he got it to light up.
Yeah, it lights up.
See, this thing's dangerous. I feel like we should take it back.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, I gotta tap it on the handle to see if I can get it to go back out.
Throw it on the ground.
It does not go back out.
Stick it in the ground and let go of it.
As soon as you let go of it, it goes out.
Okay, I pick it back up.
Lights back on fire.
Clearly, see,
There you go.
this is how
Flame
this thing
on.
is dangerous. I don't know how it works. We should take it back.
While you're walking, the fire goes out.
I did it.
I win. You guys
Hooray.
head back to the lost property section, and Yerla's still there. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Just place it in the box here."
Sure.
As you
Or
put it in the box, it completely disappears, and you see nothing in the box.
I'm kind of curious.
Yes.
So, my friend here and I both had tickets waiting for us when we got here.
Oh, well, that's handy.
He's been here before. I haven't.
Welcome back.
Maybe I have.
Welcome.
Do I have anything
Back?
here that's... Do you have anything here for me? Name is Valentius Arameus Cole. If it rings any bells.
So proper. Let me see. She digs around inside.
I'm gonna sit down on the ground and pick my toenail.
Okay. I 100% see you doing it like a real cat and putting it in your mouth.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, no, like a cat.
For
For all the world to see.
She pulls out a fancy spoon. It's like a silver ornate spoon.
Doesn't look familiar.
Well, she chucks it back in. She digs around a minute. And then she pulls out a bodice. I don't think this is yours. She puts it back in. And then she pulls out a ball of yarn.
Hey. I look at you.
Is this
Hey,
what you
that's
want?
Kind of condescending. Then I go back to rooting at my toes.
No, it does not appear that I have anything of yours.
Okay. I was just curious. Thank you.
No problem. Again, have a wonderful day.
I just kind of nod, kind of bow, and take leave.
Manx,
Or I wait for Manx to get up off the ground.
while you're
Oh.
picking your toes and all this is going on, I would like you to make a blind GM perception check, please.
GM roll. Deception.
All right, appreciate it.
Indeed.
All right. You guys are free to explore the carnival.
All right. Well, I got food in my. I'm happy about that. Found the flaming sword. Does anything in this place seem familiar to me? Like, how would I go about determining whether or not? Like, I recall being here, but I don't recall where.
Make a blind history check for me.
Blind history check. Right.
Reason I'm doing a lot of blind rolls is one, for more intrigue, and two, you guys don't quite remember a lot of things. I'm gonna say that's a no. No. While you do remember vaguely being here, nothing about this carnival actually feels familiar. But you have a memory of being here, but like not at the same time. It's a very, it's almost mind tearing. Like you remember being here and not being here. And it's causing you a headache the more you think about it.
This is annoying. We need to find somebody that might be able to like point us in some kind of a direction. I got stuff I got to get done. So let's wander over towards the staff area. See if anybody around there.
The one guy at a carnival who's like, "Fuck this carnival! I want nothing to do with it."
I want to know why it is that I feel the need to be here. Let's go over towards the big top in the staff area. I think like maybe if we can find somebody that remembers me, because I remember being here. I just don't remember it. So like maybe I made an impression when I was here last time. Like
maybe someone will remember you. Exactly. Yeah, let's
flip it
go.
back around the other direction, you know?
All right, so you guys
sort
are
of like taking up a platform and being like, does anybody remember me?
I mean, that's one way to do it.
That might work. We could certainly gather a crowd if you wish.
I mean, we could do it at the big top. That'd be the best way to like.
Let's go check out the big top. Let's just see if anyone's around. See if anything's going on right now.
Okay. As you guys push through the small crowds between you, you're not very far from it. So you guys enter the big top. It's devoid of people currently. There's a few like crew members starting to set things up. They're getting like the bleachers all fortified and set. They are stringing up lights, and it seems like it's being prepared.
All right. First person that's nearest to me, I'm gonna be like, hey, who like has been here for the past like few years that I could chat with?
One of them kind of looks over you, and you now notice a very large bugbear wearing a pumpkin on his head. Like he's wearing it as like a helmet. It's carved and everything, but yeah.
Hello.
Looks like that.
That's awesome.
Hello.
Hello.
So, ask the question.
Oh, yes. Oh, didn't mean to do that. He kind of looks at you. Actually, do remember you.
Oh, you do?
Finally, somewhere.
Yes, we had very long philosophical discussions. You were quite pleasant.
Oh, well, that's good. So I lost something here. Care to help me track that down?
Hmm. 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 Well. Hmm.
I know, tall order. It's very difficult. Does anybody else remember me?
And he just now launches into an entire monologue on the philosophical ramifications of memory, your past. Very intelligent. Like, I can't do it, but I'm explaining to you that he is just
Role-playing characters smarter than yourself is challenging.
It's very hard. But this dude is straight up just going into like a TED talk on what is memory. And does not let you cut him off. He just keeps talking over you.
When he starts into this monologue, does it still seem like he's the same person? Like,
mannerisms don't change. His voice doesn't change. He just yeah.
This is actually a great opportunity. I'm going to tell your character this is going to be a minute. I'm not going to slow him down. I want Josh to continue with Luke. I need to make a phone call real quick.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It is that time. So my character is going to stand here and engage in this conversation, trying to get past this barrier. Okay. I'll be right back.
45 minutes later, he finally stops and goes, "But that's all I really remember about you. How are you? You are new. I've never seen you here before."
You haven't.
I mean, he's kind of hard to forget.
I can see that.
I'm not saying I haven't met you, but the last time we were here was 8 years ago. We've had a lot of carnivals in 8 years. Hi.
Hi.
And I'm forgettable, is basically what you're saying.
Well, I mean, you humans all look the same.
Not exactly human, but okay.
Oh, he kind of then looks and goes, "Oh, I thought you looked fairer than most humans. My apologies. You're one of the fair folk."
It's all right.
I don't remember you, though. I'm so sorry.
What you were saying about memory was really interesting, though.
Oh, not a lot of people around here actually like to listen to me. Did you know? And then he launches into the full history of the elves leaving the Feywild. Just
how long does
in detail, names, lineages, dates concerning Exandria, and he specifically denotes Exandrian time frames. Oh yeah, and the splitting off of Xhorhas and the Dark Elves, rising out of the Underdark, finding the Lux. He knows a lot.
So you know a lot. How long has this gone on?
This has been about another 45 minutes. You guys have been in here a while.
So, sir, you know a lot.
Well, I seem to understand a few things.
I don't think that I've been here before, but things are starting to point me in the direction that maybe I have, but then you don't remember me, and you remember, like, from what I can tell, I'm just going to assume literally everything.
Oh, well,
you have. Don't
he kind of gets
me.
shy and goes, "Well, I mean, I don't know everything, but you know who you could talk to? Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. They remember almost everyone that comes through here."
Maybe.
I would caution you, though. They've been acting a bit queer lately. None of us can seem to figure out why.
How long ago did that start?
It's been on and off for the last few years, but it's been getting worse lately.
Last few years, how many?
Just a handful, 2 or 3 years.
Hmm.
It's like they've been nervous, on edge, arguing all the time. They used to be thick as thieves, best of friends, and now unless they're on stage, they hardly speak to one another. But I should...
Just out of curiosity.
Oh, yes.
Okay, sorry. Just out of curiosity, what do you know about the calamity?
Oh, the calamity. Such a sad thing that happened to this world.
Does he go off on another?
And I was just about to say, he now starts on the history of the calamity as known to Exandrians. You didn't really learn much from him. Though he went into detail in a few areas, this seems to be pretty common knowledge that he's giving you. It's not quite as long.
Okay. Fascinating.
Oh, those betrayer gods, am I right?
Yep. Certainly messed up a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, well, we got Vasselheim out of it, at least.
You've never seen me before.
He looks at you again. That was a public roll, but that's fine. On second thought, I may have seen you. I didn't have any interactions with you. It's hard to forget some of the fair folk, but I do deal with a lot of them as well. You may have been here, but I can't say for true. But I apologize. I know that you would like some more information, but I really should help get this venue set up.
Yeah, I've taken up way more of your time.
We're going to have a big event
apologize.
here at midnight, so I need to get started.
Okay.
If you wish, I'm not supposed to let you do this, but Mr. Witch and Mr. Light may be back in the staff area in their wagon.
What do you think, Manx? I think we should go back there.
Meow, 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 meow. He should be back momentarily. He just gives his kids a quick phone call.
What did... yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Matt just gives his kids a quick phone call.
Cool. That's cool. Well, did this guy say what his name was?
Burley.
Burley.
Mm-hmm.
Burley, thank you so much for your time. It was honestly a real joy speaking with you.
Oh, well, thanks. He gets kind of shy. He goes, well, you know, here. And he reaches into his pack and he pulls out 2 sets or, 2 fake butterfly wings, as most fairgoers and staff are wearing them. Here you go. I'd hate for you guys to stand out.
Are they like big wings, or are they like a pin type of deal?
They kind of have straps that go over your shoulders, kind of like the costume ones that you can get here. Obviously not elastic, but they're like leather straps, and they just hang off your back.
Okay.
And they're,
oh, thank you.
about the size of your back. They're not overly big. Now, we have a guard back there. You might have to deal with him. Tell him I sent you, but that doesn't mean he's going to be nice to you. The clown named Thaco.
Thaco. Okay.
So you have to deal with him to get back to the actual wagons, or just wait for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to emerge, and they'll be out and about the carnival here momentarily.
How long is it till midnight?
You guys have probably only been in here, considering the time you've spoken to Burley, little over 2 hours maybe. And you guys got here at twilight, so I mean it's only maybe like 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So we got quite a while left.
We got a few hours.
Yeah.
So I do want to go back there, but I don't want to do that while Matt's away.
Okay. So do we just want
And-
to take a quick little break then?
Why don't we do that? Just
It'll work. I'll put
Um,
us on break, and then we can come back when Max, that guy over down there, over there,
Max, meh.
and
Matt
we'll pick up on what you guys want to do. You can kind of fill them in on the conversation, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. and that there's an angry guard named Thaco who is a clown.
All right.
Thaco the clown. And we're back from our break.
Feeling much better. I got a chance to talk to my chitlins. So
Good.
Nice.
Good. For those of you that there's nobody watching, and that's fine.
hey, you know what? They could come back at a later point in time.
They could come
Right.
back at a later point in time if you pick this up partway on the VOD. This is One Shot Initiative, and we are playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I'm with Matt and Luke, and still waiting on Hannah. Probably shouldn't hold my breath on that one.
Most certainly not.
All right, so you have a plethora of games and rides and staff to mingle with. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I want to talk to staff because, like, I give hot crap less about all of the other things. I am not here, my friends, for the purposes of, like, entertainment. My goal in all of this is to be able to track down what was lost to me and carry on with my day. So, chop, pitter, patter.
All right.
I'm all for talking with staff, but I would like to check out some of the carnival at some point in time.
And I see utility in following you around, so have at it.
Let's go to the staff area.
Groovy.
All right, so you guys head to the staff area. And before you're able to enter, kind of as soon as you exit the big top, you see a clown thoroughly smoking on a bubble pipe, wearing some kind of green and purple wear with fake butterfly wings. Looks a bit like that.
Oh, nightmare fuel.
Not at all terrifying.
Because Matt loves clowns.
What's up, Chuckles?
Name's Thaco.
Thaco, how you doing this evening?
What do you guys want? This is a staff area. Fairgoers are to remain in the venue.
We've been given permission to come back here.
Oh, have you now? By who?
Shoot, he told me what his name was, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, likely story. Everyone wants to come back here and see Thaco.
Burley.
Oh, Burley, because he's fucking in charge of all this shit. I'm Thaco. I'm in charge of the staff area, this area. Burley's in charge of his goddamn pumpkin helmet. That idiot.
Burley was just being polite. I felt like there was...
All right. I'm probably being too hard on him, but still, this area is off limits.
Well, I was wanting a job. I don't know what he's doing.
Wow.
Job sounds pretty good.
Kind of looks you up and down. You definitely fit in around here. Are you
What's
wearing?
that
Are you
supposed to
wearing the
mean?
wings?
Nope.
Are you wearing the wings?
I
Currently,
have
no.
them like with me.
I'm just curious if you'd put them on yet.
Nope.
I mean, you have a unique look to you. Have you seen the people that work here? We're all a bunch of goddamn freaks.
Okay. I'm not. So
He kind of looks at Valen and then back to Mannix. Am I wrong?
feel like that's kind of rude.
Have you met me?
Just recently, yes.
All right. Well,
That's a great question. Do you remember me from before?
Yeah, and while you're at that, how about me?
kind of gives you both a hard look. This cat thing, I think I've seen before. Maybe. It's kind of hard to forget that kind of face. I mean, while I'm always happy to meet one of the fair folk, I don't think I've met you.
I don't think I met you either.
So about that job.
Yeah, we're not hiring right now. But I guess you could talk to Mr. Witch and Mr. White. They're having a conversation. And make perception checks for me, please. These can be in the open.
with advantage. Oh, apparently mine was on a blind.
That's fine.
Ian.
Mannix, you can kind of overhear the closest wagon seems to be the most ornately decorated. You hear, you need to find a way to down. How calm down when that is gone?
Okay.
She knows trusted on her way. I hope you're trust me.
So we're hearing broken speech?
Yes.
I am.
Okay.
You
My
can just
giant cat
Well,
ears.
you,
barely picked it
he's
up.
hearing that. I'm not hearing that.
Correct.
Okay.
He just kind of picked that up between the conversations you were having with good old Thaco, and just kind of, and it's muffled since they are kind of at a distance and in the wagon, but they do seem to be shouting, which is why you're able to pick it up at all.
Giant cat ears.
Come this way, I guess. He leads you over to the wagon, knocks on it. The door opens, and you see a very tall, thin elf. And I'll show you what you're looking at. You want some more night beer fuel? I'll give it to you.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's not in this one. Where's that one at? Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Holding.
I got you. It's right here. You see Dees.
That's not
Ah,
Mr. Light
Sounds
freaks me out. Mr. Light's the one in the red. Mr. Witch is the one in the suit.
the
Okay.
Penguin and the Riddler, or the Joker.
Kind of, yeah. The flamboyant of the two in the red grins from ear to ear, welcomes you. Please come in. It's a delight to meet you. I am Mr. Light, and this is my associate, Mr. Witch. He gestures to the stocky elf lounging on a bunk in the back. Mr. Witch nods to you and tips his top hat. What can we do for you?
Well, I realize you have some business you're attempting to attend to, so we'll keep it short.
That
I'm
would
trying
be
to-
much appreciated. He kind of shoots Mr. Witch a glaring look.
Cool. So I lost something last I was here. I don't know what, and I would like to retrieve it. And I was hoping you all might be able to point me in the direction to start my search.
I remember you, little cricket.
Good.
Yes, we told you then and will tell you now. Every entrance comes at a cost. That didn't change then, and it doesn't change now. If you came in here without paying, then we, or rather my associates, took something from you. It is the way of the contract. I apologize, but here we are.
All right. I suppose fair. How do I get the thing back and then pay you for my entry? I also didn't have to pay this time. Why was my name already on file with a ticket?
They look at each other with a confused look. And then Mr. Light goes, well, we just wanted to make sure that you were welcome this time. We figured you'd be returning and didn't want you to have any unfortunate events like you did last time. Oh, and he notices you in the back, Valen goes, Valen, welcome back. Always good to see you.
So you have been here before.
No.
Oh, you have. You enjoyed yourself quite a bit. I think, if I remember correctly, you had a blast on the Dragonfly rides.
I guess I'll take your word for that.
I would.
What what did you take? Oh, clearly we've both been here. What did you take from us?
We took nothing. We only come and
That's your, you know what I mean. It's your associates. What did your associates take?
He shoots a like dagger look at Mr. Witch. Well, how do we explain this without sounding like total asshats? You see, we have an arrangement with a coven of hags.
Okay.
They allow us see. We normally, oh God, just out with it, light. See, we used to run a carnival out of. This particular carnival is attached to the Feywild. We are from not the Feywild. We are from the other one, the opposite, the dark Feywild. Why am I so bad at remembering shit?
Shadowfell?
Yeah, from the Shadowfell, and no one likes a Shadowfell carnival, would you? No. So we made arrangements with some light elves to switch for a year. That was 12 years ago.
Okay.
The hags help keep us here and in this carnival and in control. We enjoy it. We have fun. But in exchange, they get some privileges. One, they can take something from people who don't pay to enter and any wayward people that may not be missed.
Okay. So how do I get my item back, as I mentioned before?
You will have to go to the Feywild. We have no control over what they take.
You got a map or who I should talk to or like?
And then Mr. Light pipes in. Map of the Feywild. He's delightful. Have you ever thought about working for us?
I mean, I was just talking to the clown over there, and Chuckles didn't seem to think you were hiring.
He's a bit of a bore. I don't even know why he's a clown. But we can assist you getting to the Feywild. We actually have a portal here. The Coven uses it. But not at the moment. We have too many things to attend to at the carnival. Towards the morning, when we're finished, we'll escort you to the portal.
So in the meantime,
explore, have fun, enjoy the Witchlight Carnival. By the way, keep an eye out for a Kenku.
what now?
Kenku, bird. His name's Kettlestein. Just avoid him.
Okay, is this someone that works for you all? Because everyone told us to look out for you all because you're in pissy ass moods, but now I'm being told by you all to watch out for somebody else. Like, what is the problem with you all working with each other?
No, the Kenku does not work for me.
Okay, so kick them out if they don't belong here.
He's a paying member. Just they know too much, and they're trying to disrupt the carnival. As a matter of fact, if you could bring this Kettlestein to us, we'd be very grateful.
Okay. Well, where could I find the bird?
You have to look around like anyone else. We have our staff keeping an eye out, but apparently this Kenku has the ability to shapeshift. Or at the
Is
very
he
least,
really a bird?
Oh, he's very much a bird. He has that weird mimicky speech that the Kenku all seem to share. But yeah, he somehow got a hold of himself some sort of spell and is able to transform himself, at the very least, in illusion form only. But yes, he's quite troublesome. So please, if you could possibly take care of this. Now, our staff may do it for you. It's just, as I'm just saying, if you're out enjoying yourself, keep an eye out, would you, please?
I mean, what else am I doing?
Here, take this. He hands you guys 3 ride vouchers.
Hooray.
And here, he hands you both another extra food all night.
All night.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay.
We have things to attend to.
I suppose I'll go as a cat hunt your bird.
Mr. Witch, I hope that we can take him with us when we leave. At the end of this carnival, please choose to stay with us. We would love to have you.
I don't see much utility in that, but I will keep that in mind.
We pay.
True. I'll be
Though
looking for your bird.
You're not very funny, but you are quite witty. And I do like you. Okay. Out. We have things to do.
Okay.
While that conversation was going on, did it seem like they were trying to be deceiving in any way?
Oh, feel free to roll a GM blind insight roll, please.
GM blind insight. Insight. Normal.
All right. And Mannix, you're more than welcome to make that same roll as well. I don't know if you were attempting to discern intent.
Might as well give that a try as well. So we're doing insight.
Blind jam roll. Valen, it kind of hard to read. You kind of get the same impression, Mannix. They're kind of hard to read. They're very weird, very strange. You don't know if that was not intentional, but if they were trying to be deceiving or if they're just freaking weird. Like, you don't know if that's just their normal mannerisms or if that was some...
Yeah, we don't exactly have a baseline on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thaco, it's time to leave. We got to get ready for the big top. Please exit through the front of the tent.
Yeah.
As we're walking out, I look at Manx and I say, well, it seems like we have some time to kill, so we might as well check the carnival out if they're not going to take us to the
I mean,
portal
we've
till the
got
morning.
tickets to ride, so like...
Where would you guys like to go?
Let's go check out the Dragonfly ride, because apparently I really enjoyed that.
All right. You guys make your way across the carnival. What is both your I can pull it up here. I'm gonna look at your
Passives,
yeah.
10 for my perception.
Perception, and then what is your passive, Max, on perception?
I don't know.
It'll be in brackets next to
your bonus.
Your bonus. Yours is 15.
Yeah.
You're a perceptive little kitty.
Meow meow meow. As cats are.
Yeah.
I haven't hit my zoomy stage yet.
Because of that,
I think that should be a skill for all of them. They should have, like, after napping for so long, they should go into like a really manic zoomy stage where they're just like
for the
all
next
over the
2
place.
hours, your speed goes from 30 feet to 60. And you get a
cannot
bonus
focus. Your perception goes way down. Like,
all right. So because of that, I'm going to allow you to actually make an actual perception check. Make it a blind. Mannix.
me?
Manx.
Okay.
Spanx. I got to remember it's Spanx. Manx.
Ooh, zinga.
Okay. So as you're traveling kind of over that little bridge right before you get to the Dragonfly rides, walking in the crowd, you catch a glimpse of a little girl with just this jacked, like, her face is kind of sallow. She's missing teeth, and she's kind of have a green complexion. She is like licking this lollipop, kind of clocks you, makes eye contact, smiles, lowers a mask that she had on her head to her face that is a pig mask, and walks behind a group of people and seems to disappear into the crowd.
All right. Interesting.
Make a
Now
history.
you said you saw a green kid earlier, yeah?
Like a frog almost.
Make a blind
Notice
history
any-
check for me. Minx.
Me?
Yep. A memory tickles in the back of your head when you see
Gross.
her. You don't know why, you don't know how, but you have a memory of her, but you can't place the memory. It's kind of like that I know I've seen you somewhere before feeling, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Gross. Also, yeah, I had the same thing about Wonder Boy here, so I'm gonna like follow that kid.
All right. Make a survival check for me.
Survival in the open.
Yeah.
Can I use my 8 points?
It's only one. If you want to use it, use it.
Ow, I won't use it.
Just letting you know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you actually see her heading for the Dragonfly rides, and she produces a voucher and climbs onto a Dragonfly, and it sputters off into the air over the crowd.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys get in the line. So huge lily pads rest on the surface of a pool glistening with phosphorescent algae. Giant dragonflies use the lily pads as landing platforms, buzzing loudly overhead with wings as brilliant as stained glass windows, and alighting briefly to drop off and pick up excited passengers. Because I know Manx is very excited. Near the entrance, a small...
Horribly excited.
Near the entrance, you see the same tree and red squirrel. And he kind of motions over.
I didn't catch your name last time.
My name is Northwind.
Northwind? Nice to meet
Yes.
you, Valen Cole.
Valen, nice to meet you. Kind of looks like this.
Is this the tree that sprinkled us?
Yes. Also
That is
wearing
correct.
his wings.
Yes.
All right. So he takes one of your tickets and kind of points towards the dragonflies and tells you go ahead and queue up unless you have questions for him.
How did you do that thing with your seeds?
Oh, we do that every carnival. They're just little gifts that we like to pass out at the beginning.
It's very kind of you.
Not a problem.
How long have you worked here?
Oh, since time out of mind, before Witch and Light took over this. I've been a part of the carnival since I was but just a small sapling.
What was it like before Witch and Light?
About,
What was the name of it before?
oh, it was... I don't remember. That's strange. I remember being there. I remember 2 other elves. Was it one? It's kind of strange. Never really thought about it before. The squirrel starts chittering in his ear. Yeah, I understand. We need to keep the queue moving.
Apologies. Yeah. Yeah.
But
When I come back, if you think of anything,
absolutely. And he looks genuinely disturbed that he can't remember. But go ahead, take flight.
I'll hop on a dragonfly.
All right. They can
I'll
only.
hand over one of my tickets as well and go.
All right. So each of you make an animal handling check for me to fly
good.
your dragonflies.
This isn't going to go poorly. Oh.
Also, both of you notice, as you guys are launching off,
Yeah, mine did not go well.
as you guys are taking off, you guys notice that the tabaxi little girl and the dwarven boy land their dragonfly, the ones that had snuck in, and go running off back into the crowd. You just happen to see them.
This is as we're taking off, so I
Yes.
can't like stop them.
No, you see them coming in as you're starting to take off.
Okay.
All right. You guys take off into the air, the dragonfly swooping. It takes a minute for you, Valen, but you get very finite control of this dragonfly and are able to direct it where you want. You go flying past the feasting orchards. You go past the gondola swans, over the carousel. You actually see some people floating around in bubbles. Like up in the air, they're just like in a giant bubble floating, kind of all over. So you can kind
Can I
of,
buzz one?
yeah,
Just like
how close?
I will like basically go right at it and then just knife around it.
Okay. All right. So you do that, and then you see a genuine panic on this fairgoer's face. It's just like elven woman in vestments of from oh god, I've already forgotten the name again. The holy city.
Vasselheim?
Vasselheim. Why can't I remember? Matt knows this. We do this all the time during the podcast. My mind blanks on everything. Things that I know I should know. And
Right.
she
He'll
just
be on rapid
Which way?
approach of a word, and like he knows it all the way up to that moment,
Yeah.
and then it just falls out of his fucking head.
Yeah.
because I just said it when we were talking with Burley. Anyways, she rolls out of the way, and you just see sheer panic on her face. And then
I
she's
look
like,
back as I look back as I pass, is like the bubble just like
yeah, almost on the verge of popping, but not quite. Thanks. Well, Valen, what do you want to do while since I'm with you? What do you want to do since you have some good control?
I'm actually gonna go I'm gonna go up to like above the big top.
Okay.
Kind of use the peak of the big top as like cover from the staff area and just kind of watch it for a minute. Just see if I can see anything going on.
All right, make a perception check for me. Blind.
Okay.
Actually, unless I say otherwise, all your perception checks will be blind.
Okay.
Same with stealth.
Oh.
All right. So you roll and you roll. you land and kind of look back there, and not a lot's going on other than getting ready for whatever event they're having in the big top. You do see eventually Mr. Light and Mr. Witch leave their wagon and enter the big top. A lot of activity going on. You do see a humanoid-sized black bird kind of sneak out from behind of one of the wagons, and then it looks around and then waves its hands and turns into a elven man. Looks like just a regular carnival hand carrying a box.
Am I within 120 feet of that person?
I would say yes.
I'm going to point at it and say, What are you doing with that box? As I cast message.
It stops, looks around, drops the box, and runs into the big top.
Okay, so I'm gonna go land down by the box and grab it.
The dragonfly will not land here. It'll
Okay.
hover on close to the ground, but like 15, 20 feet above the ground.
Okay, so I couldn't even like roll and grab it.
Nope.
Okay.
You can
Interesting.
see
I'm
the
just
box
gonna-
though from this area. It looks like it just has like stuff for the venue. Like you can see in the box. It's just
Oh, it doesn't look
equipment.
interesting.
No, it's just equipment. It looks like he was just trying to blend in, and
Okay.
you could see other people carrying, and then you see Thaco again. What did I tell you? Get out of here! Go! He's like shooing the dragonfly. I mean, I hate to be rude to the fair folk, but buzz off.
So if I could, I would like to so I'm gonna hover kind of up in the air, high,
Yeah.
and as he's shooing me off, I'm gonna kind of do a roll with the dragonfly and dive, and then go through the tent and out the front door.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna have you make another animal handling check, but I'm gonna have you make it an advantage since you rolled so high the first time. But this is
Okay.
this is a little more than just flying around the carnival. And then Mannix will cut over to you here in just a second. 15. Okay. All right. So you fly through. You almost hit one of the beams that's holding up the tent just inside the door. There's people in there. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are in there. Mr. Witch is just like scowling. Mr. Light goes, ha! Look at him go! And everyone else is just kind of ignoring you. And then you fly through and out the other side.
Okay, and I will head back.
Okay, it starts heading back that way. Max,
Yo,
you
didn't handle so well.
look like a drunken monkey trying to operate a. Not that bad. You're able to control it, but I wouldn't attempt any of the aerial maneuvers that Valen was trying. You see him buzz the tower of a bubble while you're flying around, and yeah,
Did I also witness the bird?
No, because that was over at the big. Were you following him?
I was attempting to.
Okay. Go ahead and make a blind perception check for me.
Oh, all right. Reception blind.
You did see. I won't reiterate, but you see the same thing, and you see him send this message to him, and the bird freaks out and runs into the big top.
Okay. And you said that we can't jump to the ground from the height that we're at?
You can get within 15, 20. You can jump off, but your dragonfly will not land.
Could I jump off onto the big top? And then slide down the canopy to the ground?
You can certainly try.
Let's
Seems
try.
something very cat-like.
Let's do it.
All right, so he dive bombs Thaco and then goes inside the tent, flies out, and you're like, I'm going to do something a little different. So you fly up and you jump off. I need you to make an acrobatics roll.
Yes, this I will be using my 1d8.
And that's fine. So go ahead and roll, and then you'll just manually roll the d8 and add it to your total mentally,
All right. So public roll.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I was hoping for a low number. Plus your d8.
And then roll 1d8. Roll.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
21. All right. So I was really hoping for a really low roll because you were just going to bring the whole tent down. The ball of fur. No, you land kind of on your backside, but also kind of on your feet, but you're able to slide, kind of have that bouncy move as you go through. You hit the edge of the canopy and then just kind of somersault land on your feet.
Okay, and then go inside.
There's like a
No applause.
no, there's a smattering of applause, but they're not quite sure. Like, was that like a trick? Are you a part of the carnival? They're not quite sure, so they're like applauding, but like really confused at the same time.
All right, so I'm gonna dart into the big top and see if I can track down dude with a box.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to hunt down Kettlestein?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and give me an investigation roll blind, please.
Investigation, blind, send.
All right. Let me see. All right. There is a probably 30 or so hands in here getting ready for this event, setting up stuff in the middle of the ring, some like portable daises and lights hanging up. You are not able to locate either the bird or the elf figure that it was trying to copy, I guess.
Okay. I assume that the dragonflies are on like some type of timer to where they return back home. They don't just like fly off, right?
You go outside.
No. I'm just, this is inquiry. I'm
Oh.
assuming they would have told us this whenever we were mounting
They
up.
did
kind
not
of
tell
thing.
you.
Okay. So I'm going to continue to search this area because I know that they're here someplace
Okay.
until he joins back up with me.
Okay. All right. So let's cut back over to you. And your dragonfly heads back, Valen lands. You wait a moment, and a dragonfly comes back empty of a rider. A couple other fairgoers come back, and it seems as if Mannix didn't make it back.
I hope he didn't fall off. It looked like he had a little bit of trouble handling that. The last I saw him was over by the big tent, so
Yes.
I'll head that way.
All right.
On my way out, though, I will check with Northwind and just see. Did you come up with anything?
I've been thinking about it, and it's very disturbing. I'm going to have to talk to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light about this. I'm not very happy that I can't remember. No, thank you. Go on. Go ahead. Go in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very, very happy about this.
There seems to kind of be something like that going around here.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it too much. I'm kind of looking into it, and I'll let you know if I find anything out.
All right. Well, we'll do. I do appreciate that.
Thank you, Northwind.
Not a problem. Wow, I didn't want it to get that dark. Holy crap. Okay, then. That's uber dark.
It's nighttime.
It is, but it's not supposed to be that dark. Keep going. I'll fix it. So you head on over to there we go. You head on over to the big top and you see Manx. Actually, you don't see him. You need to go inside to find him if you do.
Yep.
All right. So you head inside and oh, I forgot I had a map for this. That sucks. That would have been fun. You guys see that map?
Mm-hmm.
Not on my screen currently.
That would have been fun, huh?
I see it on the stream, but not on.
Yeah. I had some maps for all of that stuff, unfortunately. Oh well. It is what it is. So you head inside the big top and you see the same thing they do. Everybody's getting ready. Everyone's getting things together. It's not too hard to find Manx.
Okay.
How long did it take him to get here with me?
I'd say probably about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops.
Okay. I'm going to explain to him the reason why I jumped off and that, like, I believe, has anyone left since my arrival?
Like walked out the front?
or any of the other entrances. I've been trying to, that's what I've been like focusing on is like, they're here. We know they're here. And so I'm trying to keep an eye on everyone that's here to determine whether or not I have lost, a person.
Um,
Does that make sense?
yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. I don't think this screen is working for me. It's all blacked out still.
What is wrong with
want,
you guys loading?
Public or private?
Private, please. Did it load for you, Luke?
It's black now for me too.
Oh,
Do we have visibility again?
it automatically adds that, and I really wish it didn't.
Mm.
Hey, there, I can see it. Yeah.
Let's see, what did you get?
So
All right.
I'm seeing the top of the tent right now.
Yeah, it should just be like a ghostly see-through of what the area looks like.
Not a ghostly see-through.
It doesn't look like what you see on stream.
It's literally the top. Nope, it's not.
What the hell? Well, huh. Oh, I see what you see now. That's interesting. Can I do that?
Hey, there you go.
Can you see the inside now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. That was weird. All right. So that's the big top. No, you do not see anyone leave.
Okay. So I think they're still in here.
You believe so?
Yeah, I don't know who or where, but someone in here is that bird. We're looking for kettle steam, and I think their box is hidden in here someplace.
Okay. About this time, though, you do see Valen enter the front. You guys see each other.
That's who I was telling. I assume he was with me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he left the box outside. It didn't look like it had anything in it that was important.
Oh, you found the box?
Yeah, he said he dropped it, or Josh said he dropped it as soon as I talked to him.
Gotcha.
He did.
Did he locate that?
He looked inside of it.
I saw it from like 15 feet above, and it didn't look like it had anything in it. I couldn't get the dragonfly to land.
Right. That's how I didn't know if you'd found it on your arrival now.
No, I hadn't gone back that way yet.
And you said that Light and Witch are in here?
They are.
I think we should go tell them that this person is in here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll follow him, but I'm going to keep an eye on the entrance that I came in from, just to see if anybody walks out as we're moving through.
All right. Give me a perception check blind. Valen. Since he's watching the door. And then, Max, you're talking to Witch and Light?
Yep.
All right.
Let them know that the bird is in here someplace.
All right. So you approach as they're kind of directing, getting the different stages set up, and they kind of look at each other. He's in here now.
Yeah, from what we saw.
They look around, and Witch pipes up, "Everyone, come together. Staff meeting." And everyone comes up. Kind of looks around, kind of looks at you, kind of looks around. Seems we have had a sighting of our good friend Kettlestein somewhere here in the big top. I do, however, recognize each and every one of you. Kind of gestures to you. Where is he?
Do I recognize any of them as the elf that we saw?
You don't.
Doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't shapeshift.
We were told that it was an illusion, right?
Yes.
Is there a
That
means of
that was
dispelling the
their
illusion?
understanding of the magic. Yes.
Would I know that if it's described to me that way, that usually illusions aren't physical?
Mm-hmm. You would.
So Kenku are short, so I'm going to go up to each individual and just kind of touch them on the shoulder.
Okay. Some of them are kind of giving you some weird looks, but you get solid shoulders all the way around.
And you're sure no one left here?
As best I saw. Is there a way to check that, Josh?
Check what?
Whether or not I witnessed anyone leave or took notice of anyone leaving?
You did roll for that already, and I explained that you did not see anyone leave.
All right. You all have some means of dispelling any form of magic that might be concealing them.
I mean, that's probably something that we can do. Mr. Witch kind of moves his hand, says a few words. And like a couple of the more fairer looking like stage hands look dramatically less fair. They're kind of irritated. They had like little glamours, so they didn't look so carny.
Right.
Some of the lights in the immediate area go out as they were like magically
operated.
We're gonna need to get those relit, Mr. Light, if you would. Hey, you're getting through the book. Yay.
Done with both of them. What are you talking
they're
about?
amazing, aren't they?
I've got my theories.
Good. There's lots of theories.
Yeah, only one that counts.
Okay. Seems Kettlestein has slipped our grasp once again.
All right. Well, that's going to bother me. So I'm going to spend however much time I need searching the area outside and around this area, given the amount of time that it took for him to arrive, them to assemble. We're looking at what, 20-minute time frame. He could be basically
Anywhere
right?
in the carnival. Yes.
All right. So if we double that time for searching purposes, we're looking at nearly an hour's worth of searching. So it's already nighttime. I would imagine it's already well lit. I have no point of reference of where to start, but could I do some form of you wouldn't be able to track unless, where's that box? Can we go back out to the box?
The box.
Yeah.
The box that he dropped.
Box.
Oh, yeah, they'll allow you to get to the back there.
Okay. Is it still there?
Yes.
Are there distinct footprints there?
Make a survival check for me.
Okay. Normal, public.
Make a private roll, please.
Private roll.
Sorry, trying to do something here. Yes, you do
It's
see.
a babu.
You see. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Aww.
It's the Kenku. He transformed again. Hi, buddy. Hi. You smile for the camera.
Cheese.
Hi.
Oh, I think because this map has such a large scale, I may
You're
have.
trying to get us more views.
Aww. Look at him.
Hey.
Such a head of
Hi,
hair.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He's just a little over 4 months old. Hi, buddy. Night, man.
Can't imagine why he's not able to change his own diaper.
I know, right? He's slacking, aren't you? I told him how I'd walk him through changing his diaper every time, and he hasn't decided to do it himself yet. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Density, tent.
Are you trying to change the light settings?
No, I'm trying to add some animated stars, but they're not really doing a whole lot on my end. Anyways, so yes, you do. Oh, they are moving. Okay. I wish they were a little brighter than that, but that's fine.
I see him. Yeah.
You do find some bird tracks.
Oh, good. Does that consistently remain bird tracks even after they've changed forms? Because it's just an illusion. Like,
Yes.
it just gives off the appearance of.
Yep.
Okay. Can we attempt to track them then?
You can attempt. You rolled a fairly good survival roll. So yes, you track them into the big top. It's at this point you lose track of them because of all the work that's going on, the people that are working.
Right. But there's only the one entrance in and one entrance out, correct?
That's correct.
So can we check on the other entrance out? That stands to reason that they didn't go back out. If I saw a set of tracks
Right.
leading in and not one like on its way back out the same entrance way, whenever I was looking out there.
Immediately at the door, you don't find any, again, for the same reason you don't find them inside. But walking a little bit further as tracks tend to spread out a little bit,
Right.
you do catch one here, kind of one there, leading away from the big top. But again, there's so much foot traffic that you're only picking up one here and there.
All right. I think that we should remain in pursuit and attempt to find them. I'm now mildly annoyed they got away.
I would also like to point out you have seen more than just one bird folk in attendance.
Fair, but it's at least a starting point.
Sure. These tracks appear to be heading back towards the Silver Song Lake area and kind of that midway section back that way.
All right.
Okay. Let's head that way.
All right. So you guys head
Groovy.
back there. I'm going to move that to there. Time gets moved forward. I also want to notate that the current mood of the venue seems to have gone down a little bit. Everyone's not as jovial or cheerful as they were.
Like a gloom has set in.
Almost as if a gloom has set in. All right, so you guys approach the Silver Song Lake and the gondola swans. Make investigation checks blind for me, both of you.
Blind investigation.
Mm-hmm. Valen, you don't really pick up on anything.
Okay.
Manx,
Yo.
while approaching the gondola swans, kind of almost directly across from the gate to it, you see that you don't see Kettlestein, but you see that elf that he transformed into.
Okay.
He's just kind of standing there, kind of leaning up against a building with some of that popcorn and some weirdly shaped brown breaded objects that have a stick into one side.
Like a corn dog?
Like a corn dog.
Okay.
But 'cause I don't know if that's what's inside, but yeah, sure.
Well, I would like to point out that we don't know what's inside corn dogs either.
This is true.
All right. I will knowingly gesture with my partner here.
Mm-hmm.
See if Val is picking up on my being all like, yes, Beardy McSandals.
I'll look.
Once he kind of points it out to you, you do see this kind of thin elf kind of wearing a colored vest and some weirdly shaped sandals. Sure, we'll make that canon.
How far away are we from them?
You're probably only maybe 20 or 30 feet away. I mean, you're relatively close to him, and he doesn't seem to be appearing to be looking at anyone in particular. It almost appears that he's kind of operating this booth, kind of leaning against
I'd
it.
like to walk up, and once I get within 10 feet of him, I would like to message him again and say, there was no reason to run off last time.
He kind of starts and looks around, and you're like, what, 5 feet away from him?
Yeah.
But you're saying it via message, not verbally?
Yeah, so I'm just like whispering it.
He kind of just looks and goes, what?
And then I out loud as I approach him, I said, there's no reason to run off this like you did last time.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about, but do you want a sausage?
Do I believe that?
Feel free to make an insight check. Blind.
Blind.
You want a corn sausage? He seems to be telling the truth. He kind of looks a little frightened. Now, I will say that Kenku being, while rare in this world, you have ran across a few. They speak in mimicry and can typically only string together sentences through various tones of voice. He seems to be consistently speaking in the same voice.
You know, I will take one of your corn sausages.
Okay. He kind of just never takes his eyes off of you as he kind of tries to grab one without not looking at you, and you can just have it, man. There.
How much does it? Is there a little like menu that says how much things are?
Yeah, it's 1 silver piece. No,
I'll give him some silver
it's
pieces.
fine. It's fine.
No, for your trouble.
Okay.
We also have vouchers that permit us to have free food.
I pay anyway. I put it on the counter. 2 silver.
He puts it in the little money box. Okay.
I turn around to Manx. I'm like, I don't think that's our guy. I think he was impersonating that guy.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, have you seen any bird people wandering around here?
I mean, a few.
Care to elaborate?
Like 3.
Where?
What do they look like?
There was a big one, there was a medium one, and there was like another one that was kind of medium.
And the kind of medium one?
Like what they look like, or would they buy?
Where'd they go? I've been asking that several times now, you nitwit. Where are they?
He's very uncomfortable. Are you intimidating him?
Sure.
You can open roll that.
Yeah, we can go with an intimidation roll. Why not? Normal.
He just, yeah.
Not bad for zeros.
One of them got on the swans. Another one bought some popcorn, and
I kind of look back. I said, look, I'm sorry about my friend here. There's no reason to be nervous or upset. We're just looking for they described him as like a black Kenku, right?
yes.
Yep.
So I described to him what Fiddlestein looks like, and I said, we're just looking for this person.
Manx, you notice this. Valen, you don't. He kind of slightly, when you describe Kettlestein, do you mention his name too?
No.
When you describe him, his eyes shift a little bit, like nervously, and goes, I don't think that was one of the ones I saw.
I'm going to immediately turn around and look the direction that he just looked.
It wasn't really a looking direction. It was more of like a shifty kind of,
like searching for an answer.
yes,
Like lying.
Yeah. When someone lies, they kind of have that it's almost like they're looking in their brain. You know, they have that quick eye movement of like, I need to come up with something quick.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, I think that you're full of crap.
What do you mean? Man, do you want a
Can I
corn
use-
sausage or not?
Can I use command?
One word command. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Go ahead and mark that as a cast.
How do I cast spell?
Those are just examples of things you can use, but
Right. I would like to use. Can I say a sentence and emphasize the word to make it contextual?
I'll allow it, but I may adjust
Like
your.
if I said
Right.
fault you're gonna use and grovel, and grovel's like the word. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Does that make sense? Or
It does.
it have to specifically be one word?
It.
Because it says speak one word command
Right.
to a creature.
I'll focus on the one word. I may or may not take the context, and depending on how it's worded. But go ahead.
Tell me the truth. Truth being.
All right.
command
He's
word.
smart enough to understand in context. Nope. Yes. Ooh, that's a big fat failure. Look, I told Kelstein he could use my image only when he's playing pranks because I pull pranks too, but Kelstein's kind of like my friend. And I know Mr. Whitelight's trying to look for him in Mr. Witch, but he's not doing anything wrong. He just kind of maybe overheard a few things he wasn't supposed to. Look, man, I don't want to be involved. Kelstein, he got on. He I think he went to the feasting orchard. She said something about getting some food. He was hungry, and he looks like a.
I'm gonna cut him off. I'm gonna cut him off and tell him to breathe. I'm gonna now change. I'm going to change from being the hard ass that I've been, and I want to attempt to make him feel like, okay, we've gotten the truth out of you. It's no big deal. We just need to talk to him, kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So a softer approach now because there's utility in it. So I appreciate you just telling us, where can we find him now?
I think he's at the feasting orchards. He said something about being hungry, and when he left, he kind of looked like a little halfling girl.
Okay. All right. So with that, I think we should head over towards the feasting orchard to find said individual.
What was your name?
Oh, my name is Jaren.
Jaren. Look, just so you know, we're not like on the hunt for this guy. Like, I'm not exactly on board with everything Witch and Light seem like they have going on. So we're not gonna like necessarily turn him in. So if you see him before we find him, maybe tell him to look out for us.
Oh, all right. I think I can do that. Can I go back to selling my sausage dog or my corn sausages now?
It's pretty good. Absolutely.
And actually, Vale, have you been eating it this whole time?
Yeah.
It's more like the pancake version. It's kind of sweet.
Oh, nice. It's a breakfast one.
It's a breakfast.
Yes,
it's
even better.
Breakfast sausage, and it's dipped and battered in pancake mix.
I'll take another one then.
Here, he gives you two of them. Just leave me alone.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta go make some more. I gotta go. Leave me alone. He runs inside his little tent. All
That
right.
was the useful way to get information, but I feel like we might have scarred someone just a little bit there.
Probably, but I think it was effective.
Yeah. Well, he said he went to the orchard, I guess. Let's head that way.
All right.
No, we started off trying to go over there, and we've yet to make it. I'm kind of excited for the feasting orchard.
I feel like something's distracting us from heading that direction.
All right. So as you guys approach the feasting orchard, I think this is where we're actually going to call it as you guys walk through the archway into the feasting orchards. I need to go pick up my daughter. You've got some things that you need to take care of, and I think it's just a good time to plus I wanted to not do too much before Hannah is able to jump in. I was kind of holding off on the big top section because that's kind of a thing. So what I'll probably do is do some offline role play with her to catch her up to where you guys are, because I want her a chance to get like the welcoming gifts and stuff like that as well. So hopefully you guys had some fun. I will be a lot more prepared next time.
My question is, does her arrival happen before or after our arrival?
You don't know.
Fine.
You're not the DM.
I was just curious.
Bless you. So we will pick up again here. I'd like to do it in 2 weeks as opposed to 4 and then go every 4 weeks, because this weekend is also my in-person D&D game. And so my weekend has been kind of shot, which is why another reason I didn't have a big chance to prepare. I normally prepare the day before.
2 weeks out from today works perfectly, because that'll be the next time that I'll be available.
I know you're on a 2-week cycle. And then from there, we'll go back to monthly. Just depends on
we can do every 2 weeks. That's fine too.
It'll fall on my my busy weekend if we do that, unfortunately. It just depends on what I have going on. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be in that game, because the DM keeps adding house rules that I'm not a fan of. Like attuning to your weapon, you have to roll for it every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time?
I prefer like a long rest versus a short rest, because I feel like you do need to not just go, hey, I got a new thing. All right, I'm good. I get where she's coming from. I totally do. Like, she's trying to add a little more. But then there's this whole thing about you can't multi-class unless you spend so many hours of downtime with someone of that class. And like, how am I going to do that in Curse of Strahd? Like, let me go find a Barovian that knows how to be a bard.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I mean,
So it's, I don't know. She's also trying to run it without reading the book, which doesn't help either.
So I think that in cases of multi-classing, there should be like terrible movie, but did you ever watch the movie Battlefield Earth?
I've tried to forget it. It's got John Travolta, and it's supposed to be like the aliens that are mentioned.
They're called Cyclos, and
they're from Scientology.
They're trying to take gold from the planet. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, they have this human who they've captured, and they're attempting to get him trained to not only speak Cyclo, but also to use tools to mine gold. And so they've got this like chair that like streams data directly into their
I remember
eyes.
that. Yeah.
Right. I think you should be able to like make a thing like that. That's like kind of like the Matrix trading programs, right?
Right.
So this way you don't have to like
just go visit an artificer
or find a person. You just have you have an artificer that like uploads a person's consciousness like indirectly there. I think that'd be kind of cool.
All right. Well, awesome. Go ahead.
Sorry, just real quick. You saying that about her not reading Curse of Strahd and wanting to run it just made me think entirely of Halo. What they're doing with the Halo show. They wanted to make a Halo show, but they like didn't. They just
why would you need to check the source information?
Right. We're just gonna take Master Chief and then just tell our own story, but we're not really gonna make Master Chief.
I love the Halo series. And I've also played the games. I realize they're dramatically different. I'm just okay with it not being canon.
Right. And like I'm okay. I think they're making a good show. Like it's really not a bad show.
But I get why people who play the games are upset. I get it. It's dramatically different.
Yeah.
But it's still a fun show. I like it.
No, it is. And I'm watching it and I'm still like enjoying it, but every once in a while I'm just like,
really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
All
it's like
right.
you couldn't make like any references to the movie or to the games. You just had to like
Yes, they
just
do. During
throw all the
the
name-
first person fight sequences, it's exactly
Right?
like the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Doom. That's the only thing Doom got right was the first person. And some of the monsters. The monsters look amazing, by the way, in Halo. Like the Covenant look like they're straight out of the game.
Yeah.
So, all right, I gotta go pick up my daughter. You guys have fun, and we will see everybody back in 2 weeks. Thank you for joining us for One Shot Initiative.
State of the Nerd.